guys, and welcome back to the Arrowverse, or the Fan Arrowverse Wiki. And this time, because last time, in the same day, we just posted the breakdown and the reviews for what's going to happen in Season 2 of Man of Steel. But this time, we're going to be the same thing, and with the Dark Knight. So, the series, this series, or this year, we're creating another series called Batman. We're beginning with Season 1 of Batman. So, the series, because remember how every season of Batman has taken place in the start of his journey as the Caped Crusader. But this time, we're going a year and a half after that. We're going to be, this series takes place 1.5 years in the present because, well, Bruce Wayne has always been seen as the newbie Batman, but we're going to be taking Batman's experience up a little bit, and yeah, so just Batman is going to Batman's been doing this for a while. It's not new to him. And so he is basically the entire series trying to cope with what happened with his parents. Because his parents were in the alley. He was with his parents in an alleyway, but when Joe Chill killed his parents, he was mad. He went to train with the League of Shadows or the League of Assassins, and then he went and became Batman, one of the best, the world's greatest detective in the world. And so he basically the series, the season, Batman's going to be coping with that. We're going to be seeing parts of Batman we've never seen before, and this is going to start off with that. But anyways, so with the season beginning, we're going to also be introduced to the villain of the season. We're going to be introduced to Hush. Hush in the comics is Bruce Wayne's best friend, Tommy Elliot, but is mad when Batman saves Elliot's mother because his mother is not a nice person. So, anyways, Bruce and Tommy will basically be having that two-faced relationship where Tommy likes Bruce, but at the same time, he hates Batman. So that's where we're going to be playing into that, because once Tommy finds out Bruce is Batman, things are going to be happening. And then, but this time, it's going to be something different between these characters. Tommy Elliot and Bruce Wayne are going to be best friends. However, Elliot is going to be also, Tommy Elliot is also going to be a different, person to Bruce Wayne, or something like that. And yeah, it's something like that. So Hush, basically the entire season, he's basically his entire plan. I'm not gonna say what it is, but what I will say is that he goes after, or he's gonna be targeting wealthy families this entire season for some plan. And Bruce is basically trying to stop Hush this entire season and try to avenge those that can't protect themselves. But this season gets better because how Bruce Wayne has always had a Robin. We will be introduced to Dick Grayson this season. He's already been Robin for about 6 months. So yeah, it's nothing new. So, but Dick Grayson is going to be Robin. He's going to be unlike how he's always ate in the comics when he becomes Robin. This series in this season is going to make Dick Grayson 17, because that way we can still have Dick Grayson as Robin, but then we can get Nightwing sooner, because fans really want Nightwing, and I'm working as hard as I can on making that possible, because I want the chance to have every Robin to have a spotlight and shine in this series. we're going to be introducing Dick Grayson this season, and then eventually, if the show gets lucky enough with season 2 and 3, we could possibly introduce Jason Todd, and then introduce Tim Drake eventually, and then Damian Wayne once we introduce Talia al Ghul, and then that's where things happen. But yeah, this season gets interesting with these characters, especially with Dick Grayson and Bruce's relationship, because they've always had that very narrow relationship where Bruce has that very rules and such, but then Dick leaves off to Bloodhaven, the Chuck Dixon comics, to become Nightwing, so he doesn't have to live in Bruce's shadow anymore. Like, it's like that really with any of DC's sidekicks, how Superboy leaves to stay of Superman's sidekick, Robin leaves to become Nightwing, Kid Flash leaves to stay out of Flash's shadow, and then that's really how how it's going to be when we introduce Nightwing on the show. We're gonna be doing that, but anyway, so Bruce is going to be fighting a bunch of villains this season. This season is going to be introducing a whole bunch of Batman's rogues. We're going to but it's mostly going to be those villains that are part of the wealthy families. Because since the entire premise of the season is basically the villains that are part of the wealthy, we're going to be introduced a whole bunch of characters. We're going to be introduced to Carmine Infantino in the first episode of the season. He's not going to be the big bad because of Hush, but he's still going to be a popular character. He's basically one of DC's most powerful characters in like the underground worlds and such. And then we get introduced to a bunch of the other characters. We get introduced to Anarchy, Deadshot. We're going to be introduced to Huntress, Catwoman, all these other characters, because of the fact that these characters are a part of those families. We're also going to be introduced to Two-Face, possibly, I'm possibly going to introduce the Joker or Harley Quinn. Actually, guys, funny enough, my original plans for Season 1 were going to be making Harley Quinn Season 1's villain, where she was going to kill Joker, and then she along with Clayface and everything, and Clayface, we're going to be exposing Bruce Wayne's identity, but then I thought no, because we can't really get that, because it was originally going to be Bruce beginning to be Batman, but at the same time, how can you do Harley Quinn without Joker? So it would not make any sense to have that, especially when Harley Quinn becomes Harley Quinn 5 years after Bruce becomes Batman, so it wouldn't make sense. But yeah, so it's a good thing I changed to that, because Hush is going to be that interesting character that you are going to love as that like basically someone you can relate to in a way. But yeah, we're going to be introduced to a bunch of characters. The heroes we're going to be introduced to, obviously we're going to be introduced to Batman, Dick Grayson. We're going to be introduced to Commissioner Gordon. Funny enough, this season we're going to be introduced to plain old Barbara Gordon. She's not going to be Batgirl this season, not going to be Batgirl. However, she is going to be part of Batman's team eventually, because I'm thinking of giving her more of an Oracle role in the first half of season 1, because of the fact that she is very smart. She went to Gotham University, and then she is that smart person. She can help out with that and be running on comms to do that. And yeah, it would just be interesting when you introduce these characters, because Barbara Gordon again is very smart. She was a part of the Birds of Prey. She was a part of the Teen Titans, part of the Titans, Young Justice. So it would be very smart to get these characters incorporated in a way. Yeah. But we also are going to be Batman is going to have his suit. He's going to be getting the Ben Affleck suit, even though he's played by Christian Bale. It doesn't really make a lot of sense, but then again, whatever. It's my series. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But yeah, so Batman suit with what I'm doing, yeah, it's going to be the Ben Affleck suit. But interesting enough, I'm going to make the logo. I'm going to make the cowl white, or I'm going to make the cowl black. Like the suit's going to be black, all of it. However, we're going to be changing scenarios up a bit because of how Batman has those different equipment and such. So we're going to be changing up a bit, a couple of unique features on the suit and tech that he has, such as the Batarang, because we're going to change what the Batarang looks like. I've always I'm planning on giving him kind of like the sort of either I'm giving him either the Michael Keaton Batarangs or the Batwoman Batarangs from the CW's Batwoman series, and I am thinking about introducing Kate Kane, but not in season 1. Eventually down the line, so just gets over there and stuff. But yeah, it's very interesting in a way. So yeah, all right, guys. I guess that's the end of this panel. You just gotta wait until October 4th of 2020 to watch this 23 episode season. And yeah, but by the way, guys, this season, but I'm not doing a panel for it. This season is going to be we're gonna have a sort of backdoor pilot to a Green Arrow miniseries because we're supposed to be getting Green Arrow because I want to be able to get him into this universe's Justice League when we eventually introduce Justice League stuff. So you will be expecting Green Arrow at some point in this season, or yeah, at some point in season 1, because of the fact that this the miniseries for Green Arrow is only going to be like 10 episodes, the same amount of episodes as we got for the final season of Arrow. So it would make a lot of sense to incorporate someone similar to what they did on CW with Barry Allen being added into Arrow. So yeah, it'll be like that. Alright, you guys, just I guess take care.